Alright guys, here's the update on the '02 Mustang. I got the apron and the new rail welded in. It all fits really nice. I took a bunch of measurements. I had this existing rail straightened on a frame rack before I brought it into my shop here, so I knew that the old rail was in the correct spot. So I took a bunch of measurements off the floor, left and right, height, width, and when I went to go put the new rail in, I had all these measurements and it all fit in there very perfect. Couldn't ask to do a better job. So got the rail in, I got these inserts in to give it the shaved engine compartment look, and the other side as well too. So what I did is I stitch welded all this up and seam sealed over it. The reason why I stitch welded it and not fully welded it is because if he ever got in another accident with this, it would be a lot of work to cut it all apart if we needed to, and then get a new piece or whatever would have to be done. So we opted to just stitch weld it in because it would still be strong enough, and then seam seal over it, and you would never know if it was stitch welded or fully welded, and it still is going to give it a nice clean look. This isn't a complete show car, so we thought this would be the best budget way to do this. I got the new core support in welded, of course, too. That all fit really nice. I got the firewall. There was a piece that he wanted to shave on the firewall back here. I got that. It removed some of the AC lines and give it a nice clean look. I'm going to do a little body filler work so that you can't see one of my weld joints right there. On the inside of the fender well, what I did is, this is the actual shaved insert piece that I put in. I cut the old apron apart because there's big holes in here, and he was worried that all of the debris, he doesn't run fender liners, so all of the road tar and road debris from the track or just driving around on the street would get caught up inside of here. So what I did is I cut it out, the existing apron, inserted the new shaved one in there, and then folded everything so that I could weld directly to that, and then I seam sealed it all shut so that nothing could get trapped inside of there. There are some holes in here that I'm going to put plugs in, but I left those alone so I could get my wand down in here so I could rust proof it in there really nice, so that it wouldn't rust anymore, or it wouldn't rust further. And then I seam sealed some more back here to button this area up, because there's a shaved piece on this side as well. These are the old fuel lines. He's getting new fuel system, so those won't be there. But yeah, and then also put the shaved rail pieces in. It really does a really nice job on cleaning up the rail. It looks really nice. So the next stage is to get it into paint, and I'm gonna put on, I got one coat of epoxy on it right now, then I seam sealed over the epoxy for the best corrosion protection. And this seam sealer is bare metal approved, but it's still better to have epoxy down. So now got the epoxy down, got the seam sealer down. Now it's time to, I'm going to put another coat of epoxy down for a sealer to seal up any bare metals. We had to drill a couple holes for his suspension that he had to make a template for to get the correct holes, and then it's going to be put the paint on there. We're going to use body color, so it's going to match, everything's going to match the exterior of it, and then that's going to be it for this. Then he can drop his new motor in it and get it ready for next season. But one other thing we are doing is putting some lizard skin inside the interior of the car for heat control. So we're working on that a little bit right now, And once we get this painted, then we're going to really address the interior so that it doesn't get so hot when he's running on the track. So this is where I'm at right now, and I'll keep you guys updated in a couple more days.